Dexter, what do you have to report about Sergeant Oaks' case?
It had nothing to do with drugs.
I think Sergeant Oaks is right.
The cokehead murders had nothing to do with cocaine. It was a crime of passion. Blood doesn't lie.
Interesting. Go on.
The murderer came to kill the woman, not the dealer. The blood shows he did him quick and got him out of the way, but he sure as hell took his sweet time slicing up that lady. And you don't do that unless you have a close, personal relationship with someone.
So, what do you think?
This is more gruesome and bloody than your normal domestic disturbance. I'd look for an ex-boyfriend to start. If I were, I'd look for an ex-boyfriend.
Okay. You might be right, Dexter.
What?
It's a reach. But Dexter makes a good case. I want you to put your efforts toward finding the victim's boyfriend.
You're seriously gonna trash my investigation on the whim of this freaking lab rat?
Dexter is very good at what he does. In this department, we leave our personal agendas at the door and focus on the job. Is that a problem for you, Sergeant?
Fine. I'm watching you, psycho.
Likewise. Too many mistakes like that and I'll end up behind bars. Or worse.
What the hell was that?
Sorry, Sergeant. The blood evidence didn't support your theory.
You just didn't want the evidence to support it. I'm the detective. You're just a lab geek.
How much education does it take to become a detective, Sergeant? I spent years learning to interpret blood spatter, and the crime scene says you're wrong.
You keep talking, psycho. One day you'll see how little your fancy education means in this line of work. You better not be wrong on this or it's your ass.
I'm not wrong. How about you just go and do what you're good at and arrest someone?
Look who's here, and with a box of donuts. My day keeps getting better and better.
I brought your favorite.
One of these days, you're going to tell me.
Harry always taught me to lend a helping hand.
You have a morbid sense of fun.
That's probably true.
You should find a pretty girl.
Who needs a pretty girl when I have you?
Oh. Well, here's your file. Whatever you do, don't get me fired.
Then who would I bring donuts to? I need to feed the dark passenger, or he'll consume me.
What you want, psycho?
Just came over to offer help on the Morelli case if you'd like any.
You trying to imply that I can't work my own case? I need some not a cop to do my work for me?
No, Sergeant. Even the best of us can use a helping hand.
You can go fuck yourself, Morgan. I have leads, and I'm gonna follow up on them. I don't need you telling me how to do my job.
I just don't want this case to go unsolved because you didn't let me take a look at the forensics.
Get it through your head, psycho, that I don't need you. The only reason this case is sitting here is because I'm getting stonewalled by a person, a human being. You wouldn't know anything about dealing with one of those. When I get this lead to talk, the case will be back on track. If I need your opinion on blood spatter after that, then I know where you work. Now get the hell out of my face!
Okay, Sergeant. I'm ready whenever you need me. He's holding something back, I'm sure of it. I bet he has some notes in his desk.
Hey Dexter, I'm thinking about growing a goatee. What do you think?
Sure, that could work for you.
Could work? Crap. That's the kiss of death. Fine, no goatee. At least the drapes will still match the carpet.
Now I know why my sister gets those headaches when she's around you. You're bald. Oh,
I wanted to look more scientific before I write my future award-winning forensics paper. Guess the topic.
if it's about blood, I'm all ears.
Blood's just the beginning. The field of bodily fluids and the forensic techniques required to analyze them is hot stuff. I'm talking summer beach reading.
Guess I never looked at it that way before. Tell me more.
The worst part is that so many people have no idea of the complications in identifying and analyzing bodily fluids. I could go on, but I want to save the juiciest details for the page. You get it? Juiciest.
I'd run this past somebody that isn't familiar with what you do.
You're right. How can anyone be on Team Masuka if I stay in the background, mysterious and elusive? I should run my theories past some new people. Who should I go for?
I think Dokes would love to hear about this.
That's a great idea! I'll call Dokes over here right now. He's gonna eat this up.
Give him as much detail as you can. It's amazing that no one notices how different I am. A monster in khakis. I need to feed the dark passenger, or he'll consume me. Not much here that isn't already in the case file. Morelli's mother, though, is a different story. Says she was generally uncooperative and seemed to be holding something back. Some kind of grudge against police in general. Definitely worth checking out.